Howdy folks, this is HallCorrex here. I'm just doing another update here. I finished up the Empire of the Blazing Sun fleet. As you can see here, it kind of scans in here. Let me just raise this up a little bit here. And it goes all the way down there. This thing is huge. This is a massive fleet that I finished up here. And what we got is a large fleet of, you can call it whatever you want, but there's a lot of work that went in here. And in case you're curious here, what we got here is the Empire of the Blazing Sun. I like about Dystopian Wars here is that all of the information for the fleets can be found online, and you just download them and print them off if you want to. And here, I'll just go through here real quick and show you some of the stuff that's in the fleet. I'll just go down the list. We'll start off here. We got the Blazing Sun Dreadnought. I think it's a Hachichiman or something like that. There's two of them in here. You got this right here, fairly large. You know, that's a Dreadnought. That thing will take a lot of damage, and it dishes it out. Here's the second one. I don't have the they were in a bag, but I got all the extra turrets and everything. And then the next in line, we got the heavy battleships. These right here, these are the heavy battleships. I don't know if that's focusing or not. Let me check here. Move my camera around here as I make lots of noise. Okay. And as you can see here, that's the heavy battleships. Whatever those things are, the kaijus, something like that. And then we have the assault carrier. I don't think there's an assault carrier here. There's a couple, well, there's a whole bunch of battleships. Where are they all at here? Here's the battleships. They got the battleships. Those are battleships. There's 5 of them here. 5 battleships. And then maybe these are, I guess these could be the carriers right here. Yeah, that's the assault carrier. The large carrier, flat tops, with a big giant deck cannon on board. So it can do action against fleets at range if it needs to. And there's 2 of those. Alright, then what do we got here? Terror ships. I love this thing. This is a cool looking model. There's the terror ship. And this thing here has like a cloaking device, so it can shoot and disappear into, you know, mitigate the problem. So it comes with 2 different versions. Here is it clear to show that it has been cloaked. And there you go. There's one of those. Battle cruisers. There's 2 battle cruisers. Here's the battle cruiser. So you got those two battle cruisers. I like battle cruisers. They have some of the firepower of a battleship, but not quite the. Can't really take it as much, and they're a little cheaper in the points. That's the the Mizuki. And we got the robots. Alright, these are the mechanical squids. Ikea. You got the on the surface Ikea. And it has some laser cannons up here that shoots, or battle cannons, I'm not quite sure what exactly. But those are on the surface, and I showed you in a previous video. Here's the shows that when it's submerged. And these things can come up and physically attack like a giant squid, you know, and 20,000 leagues under the sea, that type of thing. You know, these guys have done a heck of a job of trying to pull all kinds of sci-fi stuff out of the movies. And I really like that. That's really cool. And then we got the Tanaki, which are the armored cruisers. Which one are those? Where are they hiding? There's some here somewhere. Those are the support cruisers. Are these it? I think these are, yeah. I think these are it right here. Alright, so they have a turret, a couple rocket pods on the side, and they can go out there and dish her out like everything, like no tomorrow, for the price. And then you got the support cruisers, which I believe are these. Yep, these are support cruisers. What do you call these things? Arashi? They have a couple rocket batteries up here, and that is all they go to battle with, some rockets. So they're support cruisers. They just sit back and then just rain death. Lots of rockets, and they got flammable rockets, so when they hit, they catch the enemy ship on fire if you do enough damage. Then you got the Honshu Cruisers, your basic cruiser, which is kind of cool. Is yes, these right here. Is your basic cruiser. They come with, they're modular, so you got the basic thing where it's they open up and you just drop in. Say you want the version with a gun turret. So you put that in there, or also you want the one with a what is it? Got the node projector. So it's got a node projector on there, so it can open up a spot and do whatever the node does, what type of system that's on the node. Come out of there. And then you can drop in a rocket pod, which is like on the support cruisers. You can drop in a rocket pod. So one model is got 3 different modes to it, which I really like. That's what Spartan Games started doing here in the last few years, is modularize everything. They just come out with some new battleships, which are for all the main fleets, which are all modular, and they're really nice that you can change out however you want to do it. Now these right here, which are Nakahachu, I think they were called, or something like that. These used to be the standard cruiser at one time, and then now they're the light cruisers. And there's what, 18 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 18. So there's 18 cruisers. So this is a sizable force by any means. And these things are pretty cheap, and you can go out there and just buy a bunch of cruisers and do the job. And then we got the destroyers, your standard destroyers, which are, there's 4. Yeah, might be some over in that bag over there. And you're just your standard destroyer. The Turgi, what do they call those things? Yeah, they got some 4 guns they shoot to the front, and then some fixed battery off the side. Nice thing about destroyers is that they have this thing called pack tactics, and for each one in the squadron, they add more dice to the dice pool so they can do more damage in the long run. And frigates, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's another 8, 10, about 40 frigates. And these right here are all the frigates. And these guys are fast, they move around really quick, they have some decent firepower, they got a little turret, they got some batteries on the side that can do some damage. They get in and get out real quick. They're harder to hit from the capital ships, which are, you know, the big ships. They have a harder time getting the job done. But in a large group of them, they can rip apart a cruiser pretty quickly. And then we have the Fujin Corvettes. There's 10 here. I think there's another few over in the bag. Maybe 5. These guys are really fast. They have a small turret, and that is it. They go to battle. Their whole thing is speed and being small. Capital ships have a really hard time even doing any damage to them. And if they do connect, they're gone. They just disappear real fast. But they're cheap. Real cheap. And then we got the Escorts. There's 3 of them. These Escorts attach to the capital ships like the battle cruisers, the battleships, and the dreadnoughts. And so they can go in, and if someone shoots at the capital ship, they can with like rockets or torpedoes or something like that, they can help intercept and protect the mothership from being damaged. And they have a large battery. I don't know if you've seen it in here, but there's across the top there's just a large battery of rockets. So this, like the 4th of July, sent out a big burst of stuff out there. And then you got all the gyros, the war gyros. Those, you got the war gyros, HQ war gyro. And then you got the helicarriers. Those get up and fly around, so they can just kind of like in the same thing with Captain America movies, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then you got heavy bombers. They get out there and go. So heavy bombers, war gyros. These guys here have a shield generator, you know, or some type of generator that helps them get around. They got cannons on board, and then they got some other small scout gyros that go out there and add some firepower, and they have a turret on the bottom too. You got there's what, 18? No, 15. 15, you got the standard bomber that goes out there. And then you got the small little interceptors. Alright, and then I show here some, you got mines, floating mines. Here we got a little small subs, which are attached to other ships. Are they part of the HQ? Yeah, these come out of the HQ and they drop little bitty subs that go out there. And then you got a fleet repair facility. This guy, so ships go in and help fix and everything. So that's just an update on the whole fleet that I've been working on for the last 3-4 months. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video. But this is Hulkrix, and you guys have an awesome day.